The Avalon cooler cold water is not dispensing. A couple drips. Cool water dispensing. And hot water dispensing. You're gonna power it off, unplug it, and check under the hood. Let it hang, and let's make sure we still have the cup underneath there. Look at the middle one. Looks the same. Let's check inside the little cooling tank. Oh yeah, we're supposed to pull one thing off. Let's pull this off. Nope, that's not it. Oh, undo this tape. Sometimes these can fall off. That looked good. That water's really cold. The compressor's working. Put this back on. Have to get some new tape for that. What's that doing? Well, I have to go search. I wonder, this is overflow. No, that's not cold water. Don't know where that goes to. Doesn't look like it was attached. It might be an overflow. But and where does it go? May have to open up more. I contacted Avalon about the cold water not dispensing, and they said open this up and take off that valve. You can see the valve right here. And to do that, there's a little screw. There's no way for me to get my hand in there and take that screw out. I tried a socket. There's not enough room in this direction for a socket either. So they said drain the water out and go through a thorough cleaning again. So I'm going to drain the hot water and the cool water. Of course, the cold waters won't come out. And then after I get these drained, I'll drain the back. Next step is to take this thing out called the separator, which is this disc in here. So just grab it, lift it up, and to soak this in soap. Interesting enough, it's a little slimy. Manufacturer sent me emails on approach. They said to fix this is to do a complete cleaning with citric acid, even though I recently cleaned it. Second is to take the switch off, which I had difficulty because the screws are at a 90-degree angle. So I bought this little 90-degree angle drill bit. It'll turn that direction. Should be able to get down there and get that screw out. So of course I'm taking the risk, taking it apart, not being able to get it back together because I can't reach it. But see, there's the screw right down here. And then this has to come off this tie wrap, which holds this hose on underneath this insulation foam. And I have to pull this out and look for an obstruction. All right, magnetic tip drill bit. Now, let's see if this pulls off. Just to lift this out of the way, the black thing. Oh yeah, the whole thing comes out. Here we go. And then let's just separate from this tube. Actually, it says pull this tie wrap back. I could cut it and just put a new one on. I think I'll just cut it. So the hose is way up from here to here. I have to pry it off. There it goes. Ooh, look at that. Yuck. I think I found the problem. That's disgusting. I'm going to blow through this right here. Okay. You can blow through it, but you have to hold this open. I'm going to soak this in some soap water. Okay. I'm going to let the little on-off valve soak a bit, clean it out. Then I'm going to do a deep cleaning. I did a deep cleaning with 2 tablespoons of bleach about 3 months ago. I guess it didn't work. Okay, we got this cleaned out. I'm going to put it back on. To get a tie wrap, put it back on, and then screw it back in. Goes in like this. Wiggle it on. It's going up. Gotta go in there a good inch all the way to the fitting. Like that. Tie wrap on. Turn this around and see where it lines up. Right about there. We have to push this down, this little lever, and straighten it up. Put this black thing in there. What's the chance we get this first shot? Okay, got it attached. Got it forward. Try not to bump anything. All right, awesome. Let's see, we got the screw in right here. All right. Push the button on the outside, up top here. Looks like it's working. All working. Okay, let's do a cleaning. Got a pressure tank out. I'm going to blow air a little bit through that little black hole while holding this button open to see if I get any goop to come out. Hold that open. It's going to spray back a little bit maybe. Ooh, came out. Something popped out. This feels like water. Let's put some more warm water back in here. Now it's dripping everywhere. Way to go. Really destroyed that. Maybe not as bad as I feared. It just blew this off. I've got to put it back on with another tie wrap. That's good news. All right, I have that attached again. Back zip tie. I'm going to fill it back up. This time, instead of citric acid, I'm going to put a little bleach, a couple teaspoons of bleach in some water. I'm going to plug it in for a half hour. I'm going to plug it in for 20 minutes. All right, we ran it for 20 minutes. Shut it off. Unplug it. And we're going to let it set for 30 minutes to cool down. But let's test it. Hot water coming out, cool water coming out, and the one that was plugged up, nice and clear. Awesome. Drain everything. You can see this stream from that cold water. We're going to refill it with just plain water, clear out the bleach. All right, I got a couple rinses on here. I checked all the spouts, they're working. Make sure when you put this back together, when you put that bottom dish in, that those holes line up with these vertical holes coming down. You want them to be right on top. Those are the holes. I don't think it can go in any other way. Snap it in. Alrighty. Let's plug it in. And let it fill up on its own. Both buttons on. Screw the top back in. I think the next time if that happens, I'm just going to get a hose like this, which I tried on the cool water dispenser, which really doesn't have a lot of water reservoir. Just put this over the end of it in a tank and blow through it. Hold this button down.